Some vehicles in CoH3 can be upgraded with a Pintle-mounted MG, increasing their anti-infantry performance. However, not all the Pintle MGs are the same. How effective are the Pintle-mounted MG for the popular tanks? And are they worth the 50 munition cost? Let's find out. I will refer to the Pintle-mounted MG throughout this video as the Top MG. There are two things we need to know about the Top MGs: the effective range and moving penalties. In general, Top MGs are more potent at close range, with their DPS decreasing at longer distances. To put in a perspective, we compare the popular Top MGs to the best infantry LMGs, such as the STO's MG42 and the Breda. The Sherman's 50 cal has high close-range DPS. However, it also has the steepest DPS drop at longer ranges. The MG42's mid-range DPS is optimal at around 20 meters. The MG34's DPS is similar to the MG42's, but slightly worse. The Greyhound's DPS is on the lower side overall, though its max range DPS is slightly higher than the Sherman's 50 cal and the Panzer III's MG34. The STO's Top MG is very effective, only slightly weaker than the STO's MG42 at all ranges, making it the best Top MG upgrade. While moving, Top MGs suffer 50% accuracy penalty. The MG42 and the MG34 receive a 50% burst duration penalty in addition to the accuracy penalty. These penalties result in the Top MGs having the DPS even lower than the Battle LMG, except for the Sherman's 50 cal. In short, the Top MGs perform well up to mid-range, but their long-range DPS are on the lower side. Also, when the tank is on the move, the Top MGs perform horribly across the board. Although Top MGs have decent DPS compared to infantry LMGs, there is not enough time for them to deal an impactful amount of damage. This is because we typically want to keep infantry away from our tanks to avoid them being snares or taking unnecessary damage. As such, the tank needs to keep its distance and be on the move, making its Top MG less effective. Personally, I would not upgrade the Top MG for my tanks unless I am significantly ahead of my opponent. There are many ways to spend munitions which impact the game more than the Top MGs. Of course, there are exceptions. The Sherman's 50 cal has potent DPS at close range. Even while moving, this makes it quite effective for chasing the retreating infantry, especially with the Sherman's 76. Although the Sherman is somewhat slow. Another outlier is the STO's Top MG. What makes the MG special is its max range DPS. When compared to the medium tanks like the Panzer IV, the STO's MG deals less damage at close and mid ranges due to its lack of coaxial and whole MGs. However, its Top MG outperforms all of the Panzer IV's MGs combined at long range. At the time the STO is deployed, there aren't many threats that can burst it down due to its armor and HP, so we can somewhat tank the damage and leave the STO stationary to optimize its MG's potential. Activating the hold down ability increases the STO's Top MG range from 35 to 40. The MG is quite effective at sniping infantry models at long range. This complements well with the Panzer IV, as the Panzer IV's main gun has good AoE damage. I used to think that the Pintle-mounted MGs were not worth the 50 munitions cost, especially in the larger team games. However, some of them turn out to be really good upgrade for the tanks. What are your thoughts on the Pintle-mounted MGs? Is it worth the 50 muni?